Hello guys! In this video, we will going to cover about the fishing gear, methods and techniques of fishing. So now, let's start on discussing about the classification of gears. In the field of fishing gear, methods and techniques is very unique because it incorporates many unpredictable biological and environmental factors. It simply means that a clear understanding of the fish, its behavior, both biological and its reaction to stimuli, swimming speed, and the environmental in which it lives is of paramount importance.
Hello everyone, I'm Rica Flores Bosmion, and I'm here to talk about some classifications of fishing gear. For no textile or non-textile devices, we have here hand instruments. These are snares, miscellaneous hand instruments, spears, harpoons, rakes and dredges, scoop and cover pots, and also barriers and traps. Barriers and traps, these are types of gear are those exclusively made of textile, which are either temporarily or permanently fixed to the bottom, and in which fish are caught in an area they have entered after having been led or enticed or attracted into it. These are barrel cage, fish corrals, fish pots, miscellaneous set, traps, and fishing shelters.
In textile devices, there are two types in it. It is the lines and the nets. Lines are devices that consisting of bite hooks attached to lines which bite fish on the principle that fish fall victim to lines. There are two types of lines. It is hand lines and long lines. In hand lines, there are 5 several types of hand lines. It is the simple hand lines or drop lines, multiple hand lines, jiggers, pull end lines, and the troll lines. Nets is the second type of textile devices. It is a net fishing gear that are principally made of woven or knitted fabrics with opening or meshes of uniform or almost uniform sizes, at least in the individual part of the net. Under of the set impounding nets, these are the filter nets, hook nets, pike nets, and the trap nets and the pound nets. And also under in the mobile impounding nets, there are lift nets, and under of the lift nets is the dip nets, push nets, skimming nets, crab lift nets, cover nets, cast nets, drive-in nets, lever nets, blanket nets, and the bag nets.
Under the category of nets, we also have the pull or drag nets. These are nets in which the capture of fish is effected by horizontal pulling or dragging motion of the gear. And these are the seines. And there are two types of seines. We have the tack seines and the stop seines. So in tack seines, these include the round hole seines, the purse seines, ring nets, and the scoop seines. In stop seines, these include the dredge net and the shank nets and also the throws. And there are 7 types of throws. We have the Darish throw, the Irish throw, Japanese throws, Spanish throws, beam throws, otter throws, and the VD throws. And the last category is the entangling nets. So these are nets which affect the capture of fish by gill or entrapping. And there are 2 types of entangling nets, the gill nets and the trammel nets. Under the gill nets, we also have 3 types, the set gill nets, the drift gill nets, and the encircling gill nets.